We had a few days motoring out from St John's in Newfoundland, and then we had plenty of talks as we travelled on the dangers that we would face. The first day dived, the submersibles were down for 8 hours. The sea had become very choppy by then, and the Russian divers trying to attach the hooks that would winch the submersibles ashore were being washed off all the time. Accompanying them was picked up by a wave and smashed down on top of one of the meres that I was due to dive in, just leaving the sort of the tail fin, the propeller guard and aerial in tatters. Appeared the next morning, patched up with duct tape, and apparently he was safe to go. I think it's only when you climb into that submersible and the hatch closes, and it's a tiny space, enough for 3 people, and then the realization hits you, and it's a little nerve-wracking at that stage. It's quite breathtaking. We sunk in utter darkness for 2 hours with just the sort of echoing ping of the sonar, and it was only when we got to the bottom that the pilot put on the lights to illuminate this lunar-like landscape, and we motored across the sand for a short way until we came across a wall of black, which I didn't realize immediately was Titanic, but the pilot obviously did. And he knew exactly where he was going, because we rose, and then suddenly, within arm's length, if the 7-inch thick porthole glass wasn't there, I could have touched the bow rail of Titanic. Just took my breath away. And then to sort of travel around the wreck, seeing all the parts of the ship that you're so familiar with from the Titanic story, looking into the captain's cabin where the wall has fallen in, just staggering. And then the pilot said it was time for us to go. I thought, it can't be. We've only been down here for half an hour. I looked at my watch. We'd been down for 4 hours, and it had just flown by. It was really moving. So mercifully, there was nothing untoward that happened during our journey that made me worried. I knew of the dangers, but we didn't encounter any of them. We had no experience of the terror that they must feel when something goes wrong. But certainly 3 of them are very experienced explorers. I hope they will be reserving their energy and regulating their breathing to minimize their oxygen intake and CO2 outtake.